walk to work every day, me and my dog. Like in the night, I came out alright. All the homies, we can move the same way, and I swear ain't nothing changed. Got a little bit of change in my pocket.
This is your new favorite internet radio.
Power 108.9.
Hey, Latasha, we back.
You want to answer that, don't you? I bet it's just killing you seeing the soft glow just inches away. Someone wants to tell you something or ask you something. Oh, come on, answer it already.
Oh, thank you for sharing. You're the best.
My fault. Next time, ignore your inner voice. Don't text and drive.
Stay up on what's happening here at Power. We've got new shows, new guests, and new events that help us connect with the community. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Power 108.9. You can also go to Power. I
promise you we're gonna get some new intros
to get all of the updated
next week.
And
you'll hear all of them.
Thanks for listening.
New commercials, new all of that stuff. I promise. I'm gonna share.
Power 108.9 is
the website.
Hey, we got an awesome show for you today. Power. Wait up, shout it. 108.9 is the website. Like this website. Got some super duper cool people.
With Michael and friends. So much power.
Mornings with Michael and Friends right here on Power 108.9. Got an awesome show for you today. Got some cool people hanging out with us today. Yeah, we're hanging with ourselves today. We're going to look back on a day that was yesterday. National Hangover Day. That's what they call it. We're going to talk about that. Hey, today's show is being brought to you by Valerie Randolph and the Randolph Agency. You can check her out, 1995 Windy Hill Road, right here in Smyrna, Georgia. Hit her up. TheRandolphAgency.com. What up, Cassie? Happy New Year to you. Don't forget, Friday is the last day that you can say Happy New Year. Anybody try to come to me on Monday talking about Happy New Year, I'm going to ignore you. Yes, I am. I really am. Like you had several days to say it. I'm good. And the group text messages. Can we stop them? Officially, yesterday was the last day with the group text messages. I love y'all to death, but it's kind of like the office email. It's kind of like the office email when you hit reply all. Like, come on, y'all. All right, we got a lot to talk about today. Sorry about that. Lost my train of thought. Y'all know how I am. Got a lot to talk about today. Couple of passings. Couple people passed away over the weekend. I'll tell you about that. El Chapo was in the news. I'll tell you how much power El Chapo had when he was running them streets. Did y'all see Rob Gronkowski from the New England Patriots with Steve Harvey? Oh my gosh, if you haven't seen that clip, laugh my ass off. Literally. Steve like he was mad too. He wasn't gonna say nothing. I'll tell you about that. We'll talk about that. Also, what's going on over there in Iran? What else we gotta talk about? Oh, I got the first That's What You Get award of 2020. It goes to a young lady named Candace Neal. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about her because she's gonna get the first award this year. Also, who else are we talking about? Man, music streaming. I'm gonna tell you who's the most powerful out there as it pertains to music and streaming. Oh my gosh! Shout out to everybody that still listen to CDs in their car. Alvin Jameson. Also, we got your national days, your on this days. We got all that good stuff too. And I think we're going to throw a topic out there. What did you leave in 2019? Or what should be left in 2019? Because if y'all still out here saying YOLO, shame on you. Got to come up with some new stuff. We're going to talk about things we got to leave in 2019. We're going to do that too. Somebody yesterday, wink, wink, said them eyelashes, the extra long eyelashes, Yeah, we gotta lead up. We gotta lead those in 2019, shouty. The things are getting a little out of hand. There's some folks walking around here looking like butterflies. Hey, don't go nowhere. It's mornings with Michael and Friends. Radio Power 108.9 2020, shouty. Wake up. Let's go.
Yo, it's Michael McFadden for our friends over at Credit Building Professionals. You know what they do? They help their clients achieve better credit. How? Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-off, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012.
Negativity. Okay, Cassie, you good with that one?
2012. Tell them you heard it on
Power 108.9. What up, Credit Craig?
Yo, Michael McFadden here. If you are a college student looking for a computer science tutor, or you want to learn how to code, then enroll into CAM School. Only at CAM School will you be immersed in a proven tutoring system dedicated to its students, guaranteed to help you get a B or better. Pressure from midterms and finals will be a thing of the past. Become a competent coder and stand out from your competition. CAM School will solidify your computer science and coding skills. Visit the website camschool.io. That's KAMSCHOOL for a free consultation. Tell them that you heard it on Power 108.9.
If you're a content creator, social media socialite, influencer, or simply love to record current events, you need the Joystick. The Joystick is an essential tool for every type of digital content creator. It holds 2 or more mobile phones or tablets, allowing users to stream and record hands-free on multiple apps simultaneously. And it's lightweight and portable. For more information,
Miss Dunlap, good morning. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for sharing the post for me. I appreciate that. Folks waking up this morning with us, Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. I appreciate y'all. Welcome back. Got a lot to talk about today. Gotta say thank y'all for waking up with me this morning. Power 108.9, Mornings with Michael and Friends. Yesterday heard news, man, about David Stern. For those that don't know, David Stern was the NBA commissioner back in the day. He was up there for a long time too. So they died at the age of 77, 2 weeks after undergoing a emergency surgery to address a brain hemorrhage that he had. The NBA released a statement about Stern's passing on Wednesday, confirming that it was caused by the hemorrhage that he suffered on December 12th. David Stern is basically he is the guy that turned the NBA into a global powerhouse. Like, it was his actions and his thinking that took the NBA to the next level. And for those that don't know the relationship of David Stern and Michael Jordan, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. David Stern, y'all know when Michael went to go play some baseball and he retired? I think David Stern gave him an opportunity to step away because, and this is just my conspiracy theory, a lot of other people be saying it too, but Michael was a gambler, and I think the NBA was like this close to being like, okay, Michael, we're gonna have to suspend you. This gambling stuff is getting out of hand. So David Stern went to him and was like, yo, you gotta do something, brother. And that's when they did the baseball thing. And look what it did for Michael. Michael came back and did his thing, and the NBA just continued to blow up. But rest in peace to David Stern, former NBA commissioner of the National Basketball Association. Rest in peace, brother. 77 years old. Also, yes, Cassie, you must have been reading my notes. What was his name? Nick Gordon. 30-year-old Nick Gordon. The ex-fiance of Lil Bobby Christina. He passed away on yesterday, I think it was. He had a series of heart attacks after he was rushed into intensive care during a New Year's Eve celebration. Basically, what they're saying is he probably overdosed. They were unable to revive him. known drug abuser. Gordon is notorious for the 2015 death of Whitney Houston's daughter and Bobby's daughter, Bobby Christina, who spent 6 months in a coma after she was found unconscious in a bathtub with a slew of drugs in her system. Bobby Christina's ex-fiance, the New Year's, yes. Yeah, rest in peace to that young man. 30 years old. Died, drugs. Yes. So a lot of people say, Cassie, they knew it was going to happen. It was inevitable that it was going to go down. That's why I'm afraid to do drugs. That's the main reason right there why I'm afraid to do drugs. Not because I can become addicted or, maybe strung out or whatever the word may be, is because you can die. That's the main reason. You could die. Just get your Coors Light. Just slam you about 7 Coors Lights. You may be pissing all day. You may get that pop belly. Like, who was that? I saw a picture of Leonardo DiCaprio last night. We was putting the show together. Leonardo was looking like, fuck it, I'm good. At the beach with his little 22-year-old lady. His stomach looked like mine. Made me feel good. But yes, that's why I'm afraid to do dope in 2020. Because you can die. Yes. Death is inevitable. So rest in peace to that brother, Nick Gordon. And rest in peace to David Stern, the guy who changed the NBA. Hey, when we come back, we're asking the question, what the hell should we leave in 2019 or should have been left in 2019 is the better question. I'm still on them eyelashes. Like, I saw somebody with some eyelashes the other day. I thought she had a caterpillar on her eye. The caterpillars have all the legs. Or centipede. How about a centipede? Yeah, a centipede. We can do the lashes, but let's just bring it back a little bit. Hey, what up, Malik? Thank you for checking in, Malik, and thank you for sharing. Kenneth Martin II. What up, Ken? That's my man right there, boy. Kenny used to run things back in the day, boy. What up, Kenny? Shout out to you, brother. I'm proud of you. We're all grown up now. When we come back, I'm gonna tell you how much power Juan Guzman, aka not Juan Guzman, what's his name? El Chapo. How much power he had. And did y'all see Rob Gronkowski on the Steve Harvey countdown, John? I'll tell you what he did, but Steve looked like he was mad. But he ain't gonna run up on Gronk though. Nah, he's not gonna do that. Hair weaves on the street. The hair weaves on the street. Okay, we'll talk about that too. This morning's with Mike and Friends. The main reason you shouldn't do drugs, you can die. We'll be right back. Thank you, Kenny.
This is your new favorite internet radio, Power 108.9.
You want to answer that, don't you? I bet it's just killing you seeing the soft glow just inches away. Someone wants to tell you.
Oh, I got another one.
Ask you something.
Hey, Melinda Santiago.
Come on, answer it already.
Melinda been on a worldwide tour.
Just so we're clear, that wasn't my fault. Next time, ignore your inner voice. Don't text and drive.
Stay up on what's happening here at Power. We've got new shows, new guests, and new events that help us connect with the community. Follow us on Facebook and
Shout out to
Power
the Worldwide Tour in
108.9.
DC.
You can
Now, what I
also
say, the
go to
Worldwide Tour? I'm doing multiple
power108.9.com.
readings
All
over
the
here.
Updated news and happenings here at Power. Thanks for listening.
Check. Mornings with Michael and Friends. Power 108.9. What's the day? Today's the 2nd of January, 2020. Talking about things to leave in 2019. Texting and driving. Distracted driving. And you know what? Another one too. Distracted walking. That freaking kills me. We'll talk about that. Today's show brought to you by Valerie Randolph and the Randolph Agency. TheRandolphAgency.com. Check her out. She's right there, 1995 Windy Hill Road. She owns that Allstate right there. Tasha said bad weaves. Yes. Melinda, you're an asshole. Hey, today's show, if you didn't know, today is National Buffet Day. Corona smell like... Okay, hold on. We got to go through these. National Buffet Day, January 2nd. National Buffet Day recognized as a popular dining destination for Americans. The buffet restaurant offers a variety of selections, making it possible for every member of the family to find what they want to eat. We can't do the buffet. We cannot do the buffet. I know, right, Cassie? Shout out to Melinda Santiago. Y'all want to know what Melinda said? Melinda said my voice got deeper in 2020. My balls must have dropped. Girl, the thing's been dropping for 20 years. Melinda's an asshole. Yes, Lord, but unfortunately, Chrissy Sam, she checked in. I said, what should be left in 2019? One response was the eyelashes. Chrissy Sam said, no, that's not going to happen. Melinda says thick eyebrows and spider lashes. Yes, I agree with that. Latasha chimed in. Latasha said grown men or grown people smell like weed. Let me read the comment. I think I read it right. Yeah, grown and smell like marijuana everywhere you go. I saw a meme the other day. It said, men, stop walking around here smelling like weed. Wear some cologne every now and then. And even with the cologne, it ain't gonna stop the weed smell. It just smell like weed and cologne. Ladies, men, women don't want to smell that, I don't think. Not unless you're thuggish. You thuggish, ruggish, bonish. So grow up. Get you like a vape pen or something where they can't smell the weed. I think that's how that works. Fake bodies. Let's get back to the natural looks. Y'all, everybody look the same now. That's funny, Melinda. Speaking of everybody looking the same, yeah, we do. That's why today is National Personal Trainer Awareness Day. Shout out to all the personal trainers out there. National Personal Trainer Awareness Day kicks start the year of January 2020 on the 2nd with a day to appreciate the professionals out there who help us get our resolutions one step at a time. With getting in shape is one of the biggest resolutions each new year. Personal trainers know they will be in high demand. Their jobs are not only to motivate us, but to make sure we learn how to work our bodies safely. Injuries due to misuse of equipment and not properly warming up our muscles keeps us from keeping our resolutions just as much as lack of motivation. So they serve two parts as the motivator and one to make sure that you're doing it properly. Yes, we all need that motivation in our life to stay fit. I mentioned earlier I saw Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo made me feel good when I saw the picture of him with his little 22-year-old girlfriend at the beach. Leonardo had on no shirt, and guess what? He looked like me. That little belly was sticking out as he was coming out the pool, and he said he didn't care. So I'm just guessing like he ain't working on that right now. But believe you me, Believe you me, when it's time for him to shoot, and he needs they need him to look like the old Leonardo, he gonna bounce it back in shape. Exactly what's gonna happen. So this year we're gonna get in shape, y'all. Again, we're gonna do it again. This is gonna be our year of fitness. And the reason why I say it is because y'all know 2020, I'll be 50 this year. Yep, this November, turning 50. And for me, like I'm always on this roller coaster of weight. I'm always on this roller coaster. One of the reasons I always make excuses. So now, this year, it's consistency for me. That's the key. Being consistent. And Tasha and I was talking about this yesterday. When you're going through that journey of weightlessness, that's not the word I wanted to use, but lifestyle changing as far as what you eat and how you maintain, you got it. It's boring. That's the main part. Like, it's boring. But that's why you reward yourself at the end of the week. So I'm challenging all my folks out there. Like, you ain't got to be in the gym 4 to 5 times a day. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to run 6 miles every day and lift weights and all that kind of stuff. What you do have to do, though, is you got to eat right. You got to make those right selections. Yes, Melinda. Tasha runs 80 miles a day. She's probably running right now to downtown and back. Oh, thank you, Cassie. Welcome to the Grown and Sexy 50 Club. So that's what we're going to do. Just be very consistent in what it is that you're doing. What are we going to do again, Melinda? I have no idea what you're talking about, Melinda, but we'll figure it out. But guess what? Guess what we cooked yesterday? Man, we threw down like we was living on Atwood Street. I cooked a roast, some mac and cheese. Latasha cooked her infamous collards, black eyed peas, and some rice. Brought back some memories. Oh yeah, we ate good yesterday. And guess who got their what is it? What's the Pyrex? Guess who got their Pyrex on deck today for lunch? Me. Sure did. Cause I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of that today for lunch. Alright, I'm gonna start working out. I got it. The way my schedule's set up. Steaks, black eyed peas, and corn. That's what you cooked yesterday, Santiago? Santiago, I didn't even know you knew how to cook. That's right, you got 17 kids. Yeah, you got to know how to cook. Hey, when we come back, we got your birthdays and shout outs. We also going to tell you about Rob Gronkowski. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see him on Steve Harvey John? And what he did to Steve? Steve looked like he was mad. He thought he was mad. Ouch. This hit my face. Hey, when we come back, I'll talk about that. Also, we got your That's What You Get award. The first one of 2020. Oh, and this sister that checked into a Marriott hotel up in she was in Portland. Guess what they made her do before she checked into the hotel? She was like, hold on, you ain't asking nobody else to do that? I'll tell you about that. And shout out to my dad. It was all because of my dad yesterday. I spent 2 hours of my life sitting on the couch. My dad called me about 7 p.m. 1900 hours. My dad called me and said, hey, I thought he was calling to say Happy New Year. I was like, I thought that's what I was expecting. But no, not my dad. My dad hit me up and said, it's 59 minutes left for the countdown for first 48. I was like, huh? Yeah, first 48 back tonight. It's the first episode of 2020. I was like, all right, Pops. And then, I hit him with the, hey, I don't want to talk no more. And we hung up the phone after about a good 6-minute conversation. But then 8 o'clock rolls around. Guess what I do? Spend 2 hours watching first 48. Thanks, Pops. I could have finished watching I could have finished watching The Irishman, possibly. I've been watching The Irishman for like a month now and ain't not even finished. But first 48 was good. Especially, y'all know when you watching first 48 and the scene builds and the tension builds and then they go and then they go to a commercial. You be like, damn it. What happened? So shout out to Pops. My first show in 2020. Yes, it is, Santiago, but the thing, I can't finish it. It's too long. Maybe I'll knock it out this weekend. All right, when we come back, we got your birthday. Oh, no, we can't come back birthdays and shout outs because it's time for birthdays and shout outs right now. I timed that perfectly, didn't I? If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Birthdays are being brought to you by Oliver Adams, a.k.a. Coach Oliver Adams. Y'all know he always reminds us that true power comes from the inside of you. And since the power to live, and once the power to live is ignited, change happens immediately. Check them out. Power, the number 2, live.net. Right, exactly. Still talking about first 48. We're trying to understand first 48. They go to jail and they know who snitched. I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail. Hey, if you celebrate a birthday today, happy birthday to you today, January 2nd. Shout out to Cassie. Cassie, what you say? You dropped 90? Cassie, go, girl. Them planks, all that planking in 2019 paid off, didn't it? If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to you. Here's some celebrities that share that same day with you. My man Bryson Tiller is celebrating a birthday today. Bryson turns 27 years old today. Also, Cuba Gooding Jr. is 52 years old today. Happy birthday to Academy Award winning Cuba Gooding. But Cuba's his body count is getting higher and higher. Yes, it is. Also celebrating a birthday today, Cherie Whitfield is 50 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to Tate Diggs, who turns 49 years old today. Also, Kate Bosworth is 37 years old. Jack Hanna, if you ever stay up at night and watch like some of the late night talk show Jones, you'll see Jack come on with the animals. And he got a show too. He's the animal dude. Shout out to Jack Hanna. Also, the daddy of former NBAer Grant Hill. His dad, Calvin Hill, is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to Calvin Hill, former Dallas Cowboy. And he was very smart. I think it was him and Hillary, if I'm not mistaken. Hillary, I think they all was like in the same class or something like that in their college. I think I saw that. Also celebrating a birthday today. His life went to shambles, boy. The pastor, Jim Baker. Y'all remember Jim and Tammy Faye? Yeah, Jim Baker is celebrating a birthday today. Jim is 80 years old today. I'll be perfectly honest. Did not know he was still with us. I thought Jim was gone. Real talk, no joke. I'm not joking about it. I didn't know he made it. But happy birthday to Jim Baker. Hopefully he didn't repent it for all that stuff him and Tammy was doing. Is Tammy still here? Tammy Faye? I gotta look it up and see if Tammy is still here with us. And we got a WB birthday today for you. Y'all know a WB birthday is a would-have been birthday today. If they would have been here today, Pernell Whitaker would have been celebrating his 56th birthday today. And unfortunately, it was last year that he was killed. He was struck by a car. Yeah, he was struck by a car last year. Oh, sweet pea, Pernell Whitaker. If I'm not mistaken, Pernell's from the DMV area too. If I'm not mistaken. Fake baby mama on. Hey, Kimberly Parks. Happy New Year to you. Kimberly, what should we leave in 2019? Just chat it up for us. Cassie said those sagging pants. Men still sagging? You talking about grown men? Okay, Cassie. Thank you, Cassie. Tammy died a few years ago from cancer. Thank you. Our producers be on it. Hey, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you from us Mornings with Michael and Friends and Power 108.9. We'll be right back. Let go.
If you're a content creator, social media socialite, influencer, or simply love to record current events, you need the Joystick. The Joystick is an essential tool for every type of digital content creator. It holds 2 or more mobile phones or tablets, allowing users to stream and record hands-free on multiple apps simultaneously. And it's lightweight and portable. For more information or to purchase your Joystick today, visit our website at www.joystick.com.
Yo, it's Michael McFadden for our friends over at Credit Building Professionals.
Check. My son graduated from Grant Hills High School, South Lakes High.
Charge off, student loans, they do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Credit Craig?
Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. Today, the second day of January 2020 is the date. And did you know that it was on this day back in 1991? Sharon Pratt Dixon was sworn in as mayor of what beautiful city? Well, it's not really a city. The capital of the United States of America, Washington, D.C. Yeah, she's the first black woman to head a city of that size and prominence. Shout out to Sharon Pratt Dixon. It was also on this day, back in 1983, the musical Annie closed on Broadway at the Uris Theater after 2,377 performances. This day, 1983. And I got one more for you, too. 1974. U.S. President Richard M. Nixon signed a bill requiring all states to lower the maximum speed limit to 55 miles per hour. The law was intended to conserve gasoline supplies during the embargo imposed by Arab oil-producing countries. Now, the federal speed limits were abolished in 1995. That was when they were just like, you know what, y'all just do y'all thing. But yeah, that was in 1974. Richard M. Nixon. And speaking of Arab nations, I don't know if I segued that thing the right way or not, but it was in Iran. Y'all say a prayer for our soldiers out there. Iran's supreme leader today hit back at the United States for deadly attacks on Iraq and warned his country would not hesitate. Iran's supreme leader today to hit back at the U.S. Yeah, so obviously they don't know who they messing with 45 in office over there. 45 said that Tehran would pay a big price for Hezbollah's assault on the American embassy over in Baghdad. President 45, who deployed 100 Marines to protect the site last night and sent another 750 paratroopers over to the Middle East. Now, their leader, Iran's leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, he hit back and said, "You can't do a damn thing." Why he said that to 45, I have no idea. Y'all know this man is crazy. Reminds me of an episode of House of Cards. Remember when Frank was about to be impeached? Or something happened. I can't remember because obviously we don't know how the season would have really ended. Because the dude came out and said that Frank touched him. But anyway, stay focused, Michael. But remember, Frank and Claire were thinking of a way. Okay, we need to keep the public off of our personal issues that we got going on. We need to create a distraction. And what did Frank do? Started a war. Look what's happening over there in Iran now. I can see 45 now sitting there. I saw a movie one time where I can see 45 in there saying, hey, did anybody watch House of Cards? What did Frank do in this situation? What did Frank do in this situation? To create a distraction. To say, now, I'm going to be honest with you. I will be perfectly honest with you. I think it was Bush's second term. I think I actually voted for Bush the second term because of the state that the country was in as far as military and our security was concerned. This is 9/11. And we knew Bush wasn't about that. So me being young, like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna follow the trend. And he got my vote that year because of what was going on. The state that the country was in at the time, I voted with my emotions. Because I wanted to make sure we had a president there that was going to make a move, call to action. Guess what, 45? You're not going to get me. It's not going to happen. It won't happen. So pray for our soldiers over there. Shout out to all of our military personnel that are serving here and abroad and across the entire country. That's what they do. They are the police of the United States of America. And that's what they do. They protect us. 1%. Shout out to that 1% out there. We appreciate y'all. Hey, when we come back, I'm gonna give out our That's What You Get award. Did I see Pastor Carlos on the I think I saw Pastor Carlos pop up. What up, Pastor Los? I think I cussed. Did I cuss when Pastor Los was on? My bad, Pastor. That's how I gotta do, Pastor Los. Hey, when we come back, I'm gonna give away our That's What You Get award. Also said too, some things that we need to be leaving in 2019. There was a new article that came out about what we were leaving in 2019. They talked about some words and phrases that need to be left in 2019. A couple of them that made the list. I think I mentioned it earlier. YOLO. People still using YOLO? If so, we left that. I thought we left that in 2009. Also, on fleek. Nobody's saying on fleek anymore, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for the on fleek. And then Bay. B-A-E. Bay. Oh, that's Bay. We're getting rid of that one too. So if you still use these words in your vocabulary, you got 7 more days. And after that, we're going to start issuing fines. How about that? When we come back, we're going to give away our That's What You Get award. Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell you about Rob Gronkowski, too. Today is the 2nd of January, 2020. And did you know that it was on this day back in 1965,
Broadway Joe Namath signed the richest rookie contract ever in the history of professional football. 1965 he did. Broadway Joe signed a $400,000 contract. If y'all ever seen Broadway Joe in that commercial or in that clip from a football game where he was with that fur on, you can see where he spent some of that $400,000 at. Shout out to Broadway Joe. Hey, when we come back, we got more. Bay. Cassie, you a BTS group fan? You streamed that song 2 billion times, girl? While you were planking, I guess. When we come back, we got more. This morning's with Michael and Friends. Where we at, Shouty? Power 108.9. Wake up, leg out. Man, I appreciate y'all this morning. Damn it! Cassie with that weather report. The rain is coming. Come where in DC? Up in your area? What up, Ricka? Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. January 2nd, 2020 is the date. Shout out to my man Ricka. Ricka, you were clean on New Year's, boy. I seen you. January 2nd, 2020. And did you know that it was on this day in 1960 that Senator John F. Kennedy of Massachusetts announced his candidacy for the Democratic presidential nomination? Yeah, it was on this day in 1960. It was also on this day in 1910 in Berkeley, California, as a matter of fact, that the first junior high school in the United States opened up. It housed 7th and 8th grade students. In a separate building, students were housed to attend the 9th through 12th grade. Yeah, it was on this day, 1910, in Berkeley, California. They started doing the junior high school John Jones. So it was, because you went 6th grade. You went, so, So I went to Highland, Washington Highland in Southeast. Was it Washington Highland Community High School or something like that? Yeah. I went to Washington Highland Elementary School. And then we moved to Southview. In Southview, my 7th and 8th grade, I was at Lord Baltimore Middle School. That was a great experience at Lord Baltimore. That's when
that was when I started to get some diversity in my life. Diversity meaning being in school with our Caucasian brothers and sisters. Because Lord Baltimore was in Fort Washington. And we had white teachers too. Caucasian teachers. Because at Friendly, it wasn't nothing. I think at Highland, it wasn't nothing but us. That school used to be awesome. Shout out to Mr. Dyson at Washington Highland. Mr. Dyson was in charge of the safety patrols. I was patrol in the 5th and 6th grade. Me and my partner Andrew. Shout out to Andrew over there at Go-Go Royalty. Me and Andrew were safety patrols. And in the 5th grade, Andrew actually led the safety patrol. We used to do this big parade up in DC downtown. I guess it was the safety patrol parade. Andrew led that thing. He was the captain. And guess who won first place? We did. Shout out to Andrew over there at Go-Go Royalty. And then guess what? The next year, 6th grade year, guess who got to lead the parade? I did. Man, that was so awesome. That was super awesome. And then after the parade, my mom took us to this little restaurant. Somebody help me out. I know Diane is on. She from DC. Cassie is on. Somebody please help me out. There was a restaurant in downtown DC where they serve seafood. It was like a seafood restaurant. And then as a child, if you ate all your food, you got to open this treasure chest and pick a toy out. Does anybody remember the name of that damn restaurant? So that's where my mom took me after the patrol parade. But then we would go over there and eat sometimes, like when they got that paycheck. You know what I'm saying? You know, when they got that paycheck, it wasn't the rent check. It wasn't the bills check. You know, you got that check before everything was due. She would take us to that restaurant from time to time. But I can't think of the name of that restaurant. If you know it, y'all, if y'all from DC and y'all know that restaurant that I'm talking about, hit me up and let me know, please. Thank you very much. I'll post it a little bit later on if I find it. So shout out there. But then I'm going back to school. You see, I'm easily distracted. And then once I left Lord Baltimore Middle School, that's when we went to Friendly High School up there in Fort Washington. Also, you talk about bust out. We were in Southview. Southview is borderline Washington, D.C. Like right across the street, Southern Avenue is Southeast D.C. and then there's Southview. So they used to bus us out to Friendly. And even out at Friendly, that school was very diverse. Blacks and whites. And it was one of those situations to where, you know, growing up in Southeast, you didn't see a lot of Caucasian brothers and sisters in Southeast. But moving out there, you got that diversity to bus us out to, you know, Southern. Hell, Oxon Hill was right there. Like we literally could have walked to Oxon Hill. I don't know why I don't know why they did that. That still confuses me to this day. So, but anyway, like I was saying, it was on this day, 1910, that they started doing the middle school jump. 7th, 8th grade. Where that's at? What is the restaurant, Cassie? Are you talking about the restaurant? Or are you talking about Friendly? All right. Anyway, stay focused. Hey, today is the second day of Today is the second day of January 2020, and we have our first That's What You Get award. And it goes to Candace Neal. So Candace got in trouble. It had to do with some drugs. The police had been called to a narcotics complaint at her house on Saturday night. When they showed up, Candace was found hiding behind her home in West Monroe, Louisiana. She's 41 years old. Well, guess what? Candace got busted. She got busted on a felony drug possession charge after police found her crystal meth stash in a small plastic container that was labeled dope. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she had it properly labeled with the word dope on there. It made the police officers' work very easy. So now she's faced with felony drug possession. It's just FYI. Next time, if you label it something different to kind of throw them off, like put makeup on there or something, or medicine, or, don't put dope on there. Don't put dope on there, Candace. Just FYI. We learn from our mistakes. When we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us today. Y'all are fools. I could do the show every day by myself. I really could. I used to live on the borderline of Oxon Hill and DC, in the new high rise near Hadley Memorial Hospital. I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, we from the same same hood, Cassie. Oh, Hadley Memorial. I remember Hadley Memorial. And we went to 7-Day Adventist. Shout out to y'all. Hey, when we come back, I'm gonna tell you about Gronkowski and what he did to piss Steve Harvey off. Like I said, Steve, you ain't gonna run up on Grok. Makeup powder. And Felicia Gonzalez is in the news. Hey, Georgia. The beautiful state of Georgia became the 4th state to ratify the U.S. Constitution on this day. Back in 1788. Yep. Shout out to Georgia. It's time for us to change that thing up, too. Anyway, we come back. It's Mornings with Mike and Friends right here on Power 108.9. Wake up. Mo, that was funny. Yes, sir, Ricka. It's that back nine. We're going to call this that back nine hairstyle. Mornings with Mike and Friends, Power 108.9, as we put a bow on today's show. January 2nd, 2020. Don't forget it's National Buffet Day and it's National Personal Trainer Awareness Day. We're talking about things to leave in 2019. Shout out to my man Mo. Mo says we leave in tight jeans and pocketbooks in 2019. And then it says, I'm talking to you Negroes. The dudes with the tight jeans and the pocketbooks. That is funny as hell. Speaking of something funny as heck, Rob Gronkowski, he appeared on Fox's New Year's Eve show with Steve Harvey Tuesday night, and he got increasingly rowdy as the clock got closer to 12. Gronk might have been on a little juice, not that juice, but drinking. They said at one point the former Patriots tight end began spiking several items as he done when he played football with the New England Patriots. But the funny part for me was they had this big, huge bust of Steve Harvey that they made of Legos. So in Gronkowski fashion, man, Gronk picked up that big ass Lego thing of Harvey and spiked it like a football. You can see the Lego pieces go everywhere. And you should see the look on Steve Harvey's face. We're going to post it up at Power 108.9 so y'all can see that. Go check it out after the show. But we're going to post it up at Power so y'all can see Steve Harvey's face. Steve Harvey's response is that I don't want to work with him no more. I don't know if he was serious or whatever. But it was funny because you would think, like, if that was anybody else, like, Steve probably would have tried to run up on him or something like that. But Steve didn't want none of Gronk, especially with him being a little tipsy. He must have taken some meds. Leave it alone, Cassie. I'm gonna post that video up at Power 108.9. And yesterday, Felicia Gonzalez, she was trying to check into a hotel. Where was she at? She was in Portland. Have you ever been to Portland? There's a Residence Inn by Marriott at the Portland Downtown Convention Center. So Felicia alleges that they had her sign a 2-page document promising not to have a party in her hotel room when she checked into her Marriott hotel room. She said that she was singled out because of her race because she noticed white guests weren't required to do the same thing. Now, Gonzalez says that she was told by the front desk clerk at the Residence Inn to sign a thing, no party policy upon check-in. No party policy upon check-in. Just want to say that one more time. She's suing the Marriott for $300,000. We'll see how that go. Marriott said, "Not today." Marriott looked at Felicia and like, "Oh, Felicia look like she gonna turn up." I guess it was the fact that she had 4 bottles of Hennessy, a case of Ciroc, Heineken, and a pack of Black & Milds. When she checked in, you know, you breaking in on your little cart. All right, I'm just joking. It was a joke. It was a joke. Hey, I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all have been awesome today. Don't forget 2020, the year of uncomfortability. In order for you to take that thing to the next level, you gotta make yourself uncomfortable. Do something bold. Stop taking the easy route. Step it up. And like we always do at the beginning of the year, fitness is key. How about this year, we just be consistent with the fitness part. And last but not least, I told y'all in the beginning of the show, the reason why I don't do dope. Cause one, I don't want to be locked up. Like what's my girl name? I just called her Candace. And I don't want to die like old boy Nick Gordon. That's why I don't do dope. What I say do? Just drink 7 Coors Lights and call it a night. How about that? What up, Stan? Thank you, Rick and Cassie, everybody that chimed in today and shared the video. I appreciate that. And if you missed any of today's show, you can check us out. It'll be up on YouTube, Power 108.9 YouTube. Next week, we're going to be back to our regularly scheduled programming. As a matter of fact, Sunday, the Vanguard is back. The Vanguard has Mark Hayes coming through. And for all of our AT aliens out there that used to watch Fox Channel 5 News, That's what we say. Channel 5 News. Y'all remember Mark Hayes, the brother that used to host the show with Gravere? Mark is going to be here. And then obviously next week, everybody is back. Y'all got a chance to meet one of our newest shows yesterday. We got 2 new shows coming. And hopefully we can get Leah on next week to talk about her show that's coming. So shout out to y'all. Next week is our regularly scheduled programming here at Power 108.9. Man, big things popping. Make yourself uncomfortable in 2020. Ain't nobody tell me what the name of that damn restaurant was either that we used to go to in D.C. That's how I find out. Y'all ain't nothing. I thought I could depend on y'all. Whatever. I'll see y'all Mondays mornings with Michael and Friends right here on Power 108.9. Wake up, shout it, let go.